Good morning, everyone. So good to see you all. Welcome back to Yoga Shalom at Home. I'm Reb Cantor Lisa Levine, and I am your guide into the world of yoga through a Jewish lens. Today is TuBishvat, also called Chag HaIlanot, the New Year of the Trees. It hardly seems like a good planting day here in Maryland with ice and snow outside. But in the land of Israel, the planting season officially begins. And even here, this holiday that reminds us that 3 months from today is Passover. So in honor of that, today I'll be sharing a gentle flow based on the concept of the tree of life. Our tree of life are the energy centers of the body, not unlike the chakras. And I wanted to show you this beautiful picture of the tree of life, these energy centers, and this is by David Friedman. He lives in Sfat, and I love this. Hope you can see it. It's beautiful. And the text in the Hebrew is the creation story. So I want you to be thinking about the Sefirot, our tree of life, as we flow through our practice today. As always, please modify as you need to. I'm going to be talking about the Sefirot and calling them out. If you're unfamiliar with these energy centers, well, you'll start learning them today. And as we do this body scan, I'm going to take you through the tree. So let's begin, as always, by settling into our spaces in mindfulness. Bring yourself into your mishkan, your mat, holy mirror space. Feel free to close your eyes if that feels comfortable, or soften the gaze onto the drishti at the tip of the nose. We've talked about drishtis, we've talked about mudras, we've talked about vayus and energy flow. Today is all about our tree of life that exists right here within our own body. And this imaging can really help us imagine ourselves as a living tree, which we are. So imagine a line, a thin thread of healing light attaching to the top of the crown. This is called the keter in the tree, the crown, extending on upward, connecting to the source, the creator. It can be the color of any crystal that you love, like perhaps the color behind me in the chakras: amethyst purple, rose quartz, clear quartz, yellow quartz, green, sapphire blue, or a pure crystal white. Imagine this light coming down through the top of the head and just spreading throughout your limbs. Bring the hands into Chin Mudra with a circle on the tops of the knees. Now allow that energy that's coming in through the keter to melt down. Turn down this music just a little bit. Melt down into the neck. Melting down into the heart center, Tiferet. Into the keter, I got off. Into the third eye, wisdom. Into the throat chakra, understanding, Nina and Da. Down into the shoulders, allow the shoulders to melt away from the ears. The right arm energy center, bringing loving kindness into the right side of the body, also known as chesed. And then that light coming into the left arm, known as gavura, that's strength. So we have chesed, loving kindness, and gavura, balancing in the heart center. Now follow that light down into the belly, the kishkas, the courage center, yesos, the grounding. You might feel yourself grounding into the chair, into the mat. Allow that light to flow into the right leg, energy center of humility. Hold. And down into the left leg, netzach, endurance, discernment. Bring balance into the lower body. Allow the hips to balance in harmony and the trunk of your tree to be strong yet supple. Now follow that light all the way down into the feet. Allow the soles of the feet to touch, to close the circle of your tree of life. And then if you're sitting in a chair or even if you're on the mat, imagine yourself connecting to the energy of the earth, Shekhinah. Shekhinah. Sense yourself becoming a tree, giving life to our planet, creating shelter, gathering warmth, and swaying peacefully in the wind. I'm going to move back to the mat. Let's draw the attention or drop attention down into the breath. Once again, I'm going to keep my mudra of chin, or feel free to bring the hands into Buddha mudra, whichever one that you'd like. I'm feeling a little cold, so I'm going to bring my hands right here. Drop the attention into the breath, and let's begin to expand our trunk. So empty all the air out of the body. Eyes are closed or gaze is soft. Draw the attention to the nostrils as you inhale into the lower trunk, into the middle of the trunk of your eighth spine, and into the very top of the trunk, coming up to the branches of the arms. Sip the air all the way up as though you're sipping air into the leaves of your fingers before you release the air slowly through the nostrils, emptying all the air out of the body and drawing the belly button to the back of the spine. That is our trunk, our strong trunk. Let go of anything you don't need. Inhale, lower belly, lower trunk, lower lungs in the middle of the trunk. Upper lungs, expand the breath to the upper trunk and all the way into the shoulder blades and the throat, up into the branches and leaves of your tree. And as you release, relax the arms and bring the fingertips to the mat or to the sides, either side of your chair. We're going to embody this now by using our arms. So inhale with arms going up, bringing breath into the lower belly, lower trunk, lower lungs, middle trunk, upper lungs, upper trunk, and then breathe all the way into the leaves of your branches. And then slowly turn the palms and exhale. Emptying all the breath out and dropping fingertips to the earth. Inhale, lower belly, lower lungs. lungs, and the gaze can follow up. Bring your drishti up as you bring the air all the way into the leaves of your tree. And then as you exhale, bring the palms down and drop the gaze down, chin to chest. Fingertips to the earth. Squeeze all the air out. Inhale. Lower trunk. Middle trunk. Upper trunk. And breathe all that you can into the branches of your tree, into the leaves. And then release the air very slowly, and slowly drop the drishti, the gaze, as your arms come down. And drop the gaze all the way down as fingertips come to the earth. One more. Inhale. Arms come up, palms are up. Into the lower belly, lower lungs, upper lungs, all the way into the branches and leaves. And as you exhale, drop chin to chest and fingers to the earth. And release. It's said that when we sleep, our tree of life actually dies and becomes a tree of death. So when we awaken in the morning, we say a prayer, Eloheinu shama shenatata. The soul that you have given me is pure because it's been washed by Shekhinah El during the night. It's returned to me. Well, let's open our heart center and give praise for our neshama that has returned to our bodies. So once again, I've got my hands in Chin Mudra because that's going to help me open up the center of the heart. Inhale. Roll the shoulders back. Let's bring our drishti up. And as you exhale, grab the knees, rock back, and bring chin to chest. Inhale, roll the shoulders and open the heart center to ferret, the center of your tree. And then as you exhale, drop down, chin to chest, and roll the shoulders forward. Take a gaze inward. Inhale, shoulders back. Notice that I'm using the 3-part breath we did at the beginning. I'm not doing shallow breaths. Exhale, shoulders forward, and take a nice gaze in, drop chin to chest. Let's add the arms. Inhale up and behind, exhale. Inhale up, branches of trees up and all the way forward, and bring your branches down to the earth as though you're a bending palm or a Joshua tree. Inhale up and bring your branches behind. Open the heart center. Exhale. Inhale up and all the way down, and feel that opening in the right hip. Good. Inhale up and let's sway over to the left. Nice and easy. Look up under that right branch. Inhale, both arms up. And nice and easy over to the other side. And look up under that branch. Take a peek of some sun out there. And flow back and forth a few times. Imagine that you are a beautiful, flexible palm swaying in the wind. And it's not a cold wind either. It's nice and warm. Inhale up. And let's do a twist to the back. Use the drishti or the gaze to bring the head around nice and open, nice and flexible. Inhale up, branches up, and let's look behind. I'm using the drishti to bring the head around a little bit farther. Inhale up, one more time each side. Now twist a little bit more. Use the back arm as a kickstand to bring yourself around. Inhale up and behind arm as a kickstand to bring your gaze back. And exhale. Branches up and bring them together. The soul that you have given me, God, is pure. Open my heart to blessing. Left hand over the heart for strength, the right hand over that for loving kindness as we balance our trees and release. Let's switch which foot you have in front. If you are in Sukhasana, if you're just seated, you don't have to do anything because you'll be able to do these circles. So these circles that we're going to do today really connect us with the energy centers of the body. They also connect us with different levels of our soul, which at night, as I said, kind of go into a hibernation. So let's start doing little circles with the head, as though you're drawing a circle on the ceiling with that thread that connects you with the source. And breathe. Spine is lifted, small little circles, feeling the Keter energy of the top of the head, and then go in the opposite direction, a nice little circle. Moda ani, when I wake, I say a prayer of gratitude. Bring those prayers of gratitude into your heart as we do this, and we make these circles a little bit bigger. So now let's start by just drop chin to chest, right ear, right shoulder, head back, left ear, left shoulder. So the circle is now becoming bigger. And we breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Nice big circles to one side and then go to the other. Always have to balance. It's all about balance today, balancing our tree. Try not to let niggly thoughts come into your mind, but if thoughts of gratitude come in, that's fine. And then meet me in center, and let's bring those circles into the shoulders. So bring the shoulders forward, side, back, side. So moving down into the Ruach, so the Ruach spirit, Ruach, the center of the body. All of these levels of spirits, which we're going to talk about next month, you're gonna love it. Now let's move in the opposite direction and imagine that your body becomes one with a circle of nature, feeling the energy of nature coming into the body. And now let's go back the other way and add your branches and your leaves in. So you're gathering the energy of the universe. You're becoming aware of how we're part of these circles of the universe. Circles of energy. Go the other way. Stir that energy around, making big circles with the arms. So grateful for all of you today. What are you grateful for? Bring that into your heart center. Good. Go in the other direction one more time, and let's go forward, side, back. So we're really making these circles big. Oh, you're going to feel your spine become really flexible, and then go in the other way and bring those circles right into the body. And breathe. Meet me with arms up, and let's do some circles out to the sides. Just little arm circles to the back. Drop chin down to chest. Good. Now bring the circles forward and look up. And breathe. Good. Let's do the circles a little bit bigger, and let's cross our arms in front. So creating wide circles with the arms. If you have any shoulder issues, you want to make these smaller. You don't want to do them as big. But I love the idea of making these as big as possible. And then when you're ready, gather that energy in into your tree. Gather all the oxygen into the leaves, into your branches, bringing it right down into Yesod, into your center, your kishes. Arms are up and come down. Now, if I was in my chair right now, we would do some leg circles. And because I can't get on the mat very well, I'm going to come onto my knees right now on a little bit of a pad. And we're just going to start circling the right leg around. And if you're in a chair, you can just circle your knee up and around. Just opening up the hips a little bit. We're going to need to do that. Drop the right leg. Circle the left hip. Good. And then sit back in child's pose just for a moment. Bring the hips up and a couple of circles in each direction. Just loosening the hips, opening the trunk. And then when you're ready, either stand or push yourself up to standing. Nice and easy. And we're going to do a couple of asana to get ourselves ready for forward fold in Baruch. So extending our praise and our awareness beyond the universe, that which is unknowable. Let's bring our legs out a little wide, not too far. The head over heart, heart over hips, shoulders over hips. Inhale and bring your arms out with elbows bent. And then as you exhale, bend the knees, Devi Asana, open the heart. Feeling balance in the legs, Hod, Yesod, humility, and endurance. Inhale, exhale, bring the arms up into star pose, send that praise out into the world. Inhale, exhale, open the heart center, arms open, legs are bent. Inhale, exhale, extend the branches of your tree out and send that praise as far as you can imagine and beyond even that. Inhale, exhale, bring the hands to the hip creases. Inhale, exhale, and hinge forward. Extend the crown of the head to the opposite wall. Finally, allow the branches of your tree to come towards the earth. Bring the fingertips to the floor if you can. Connect with Shekhinah, with healing. And then dangle your head and breathe. Allow the head to just dangle like it was a piece of fruit. Allow your shoulders to let go of anything you don't need, anything you can't control. Just let everything fall away. Embody that sense of humility and endurance. And instead of coming right up today, we're going to come straight into Hindi squat. Bring the feet together. If you can't do this, don't worry about it. But I love opening the hips and bringing the hands into Anjali Mudra. Bring the drishti down in front of you or to the fingertips. Use the elbows to just gently draw the knees apart as you breathe. Inhale, exhale, drop the hands. And straighten the knees and slowly hinge all the way up. I'm using my hands just to push myself up. Inhale, exhale, and one more star pose. Send that praise out beyond anything. for all the gratitudes of this day, of the trees. And release. Let your branches flow. Shake it out. And then we're going to do a sun salutation for our trees today, because what would trees be without sun? But I'm going to modify because of my wrist issue and my arm issue. Feel free to do whatever sun salutation you normally do. Use the back of the chair about arm distance away. Inhaling, arms up. I am going to do a swan dive, forward fold, all the way down, drop the head fingertips to the mat. Inhale, half forward with hands on the front of the shins. And then I'm going to bring my hands to the back of my chair as I exhale. Inhale, right foot back, left foot back, downward facing dog. And this is my modified dog with the back of my chair. Inhale, exhale, upward dog. I'm just going to allow my hips to come forward. Now, if you have a chair that moves, it's not going to work, but this one's nice and steady. Exhale, downward facing dog. I just drop my head between my arms. Inhale, lift the right leg. Exhale, hug that knee into the chest or bring the right foot forward and come into a lunge. Drop the head down, stretch out that back leg. Inhale, straighten the front leg and back down and stretch out both back legs. Inhale, bend the front knee, step back into downward facing dog. Inhale, exhale, feet come forward, arms are up, and hands and namaste. Inhale all the way up and swan dive down. Half flat back, fingertips to shins. Inhale and exhale. Bring the hands to the back of the chair. Exhale. Inhale, left foot goes back, right foot back. Downward facing dog, supported by the chair. Take a nice deep breath in. And then as you exhale, bring your hips forward and look up, upward facing dog. Inhale, exhale, hips back into down dog. Inhale, raise the left leg up. Try not to raise the hip too far. And as you exhale, draw that knee in and bring it between you and the chair, and then drop down. I've got my left leg bent, and I'm just stretching out the back leg. Now I'm going to straighten that front leg, and once again, drop my head down, feel that stretch. Inhale, exhale, bend that front knee, step both legs back into downward facing dog. Inhale, exhale, bring the left foot forward and the right arms all the way up. And hands in prayer pose, or if you'd like, bring the left hand onto the heart center, right hand over, strength and loving kindness, balancing at heart center, and then coming into a mountain pose, Utkatasana, with hands to the side. Feel your tree connecting into the roots of the earth. Feel your branches as they absorb all of the sun's energy. Release. So let's do our blessing for today. We always create a kavanah or a sankalpa, intention, for our practices. This one we're going to bring the feet hip distance apart, go into Utkatasana, chair pose. Now you can do chair in your chair too, no problem, just use the arms. But if you'd like to do a full chair, we're going to do a couple different things. Let's inhale, bring the hands to the hip creases. Extend the light of the heart out. Inhale, exhale, sit right back down in your tree. Now, I'm going to put my hands in Vajra Mudra, which we did in our mudra practice. It's just like this. I love this mudra because it's really unifying it. Inhaling, it means indestructibility. Look out over your hands and bring your kavana or your blessing for yourself into your heart. Breathe. It's almost as though we're embodying completely this tree of life. Inhale. As you exhale, bring the arms up and look up. Drishti up. Inhale, exhale over to the side, swaying palm. Look up under the right arm. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bring your branches over to the right. Look up under that left arm. Inhale, exhale, right back down into your chair, Utkatasana. Bring your blessing for yourself right into the heart center. Inhale, exhale, come up, release the arms, shake them out, shake your legs out. Okay. Let's bring all of our weight into the right leg and bring the left leg on top. Let's do the same tree pose except one-legged. Extend the drishti out and breathe. And come down. That's going to get us ready for our balances, which we're going to do in a moment. Bring all that energy down into the root of the other leg. Draw the right knee onto the left knee. Top of the left knee. Bring your mudra. Extend it out. Now you could use a chair, just balance just like this. But I love doing this as a prep for our balance that we're going to do later. Find a drishti, which for me is the fingertips of my hand. And breathe. Yeah, it's challenging. And let it go and shake it out. And bring feet into a balance with palms forward. Close the eyes. Inhale. And feel that tree love all the way from the bottoms of the feet all the way to the keter, the top of the head. And let's come to the side of the mat. Inhale, exhale, bring your right toes towards the wall on the right. Follow the sound of my voice or just do your triangle. Inhale, exhale, rotate the left hip out. Inhale, lift the arms, and as you exhale, drop shoulders away from the ears. Inhale, stretch way over that standing leg. And as you exhale, bring your drishti up to the thumbnail, your gaze. Feel the branches and leaves of your tree reaching for the sun. And breathe. Inhale, exhale, bring the back left palm to back left thigh, right branch over. Look up under that right arm, really open up the heart center. Bring space into the right side of the body, loving kindness and humility. Good. Stretch way back over one more time into triangle, Trikonasana on this side, gazing at the thumbnail, reaching for the sun. Inhale, come up. Good, let's go to the other side. Left toes straight, right toes in 45. Inhale, exhale, open the right hip. Inhale, arms up, and as you exhale, drop those shoulders away from the ears. Inhale, reach way over the standing leg. These yoga socks are really hard to do this in. And then look up, gazing at the drishti, reaching your branches to the sky, to the sun. Inhale. Exhale, right hand to right back, thigh, left arm over. Inhale, lean way over one more time. Reach for the sun and breathe. Bring toes together, hands at heart center. Become one. Okay, holy, holy, holy. Let's do a real tree balance now. I'm going to move myself onto the floor. If you don't have a floor, it's fine. Maybe I'll use my back of my chair to balance. And we're going to do a couple of different balances. First, we'll start with our marching balance, then we'll go right into a tree balance. So bring all your weight onto one leg or the other and imagine that root into the earth and lift your knee. Doesn't matter which leg you start with. We're just going to start with this tree balance. Inhale, lift the other knee. Find a drishti or a point that you can fix your gaze to help your balance. Inhale, and as you exhale, draw knee into belly. And balance. Inhale, as you exhale, draw one of your roots into your trunk. I'm already feeling myself morphing into a tree. And bring that leg down one more time. Bring one of your roots up into the trunk. Steady, strong. And now we'll go into our tree pose and become whatever tree that you want to be today. So let's bring all of our weight onto the last leg. When you feel ready, bring the right foot up under the knee or over, but not on the knee, or bring the toe down wherever you're at today, or use a wall or the chair. Knee to the side, hands in Anjali Mudra, and breathe. And when you're ready, bring your arms up into the tree that you want to be. Maybe a mighty oak or a wise redwood or a flirty palm or a shimmering birch tree. I'm in for the linden tree that's in my front yard. Doesn't have any leaves yet, but it will. And release. It is the most beautiful tree I've ever seen, other than Big Tree, which you saw in my email this week. I do love Big Tree. And then bring all of your weight onto the other root of your tree and bring that foot up under the knee with the knee to the side. Hands in Anjali Mudra to start. Find that strength in the root of the tree and strengthen the spine by pulling belly button to the spine, and the trunk of your tree becomes very strong. Then you can bring the arms up and and breathe, and you'll have easier time balancing, becoming the tree you want to be. And release. That's fantastic. Okay, shake out your limbs, shake out your branches, shake out your leaves. Bring your branches up and the leaves swaying in the breeze, and then Draw a force field around your entire body of energy of trees, energy of planting, energy of peace, energy of becoming, energy of safety. Anything that you need for yourself today. Draw that energy all the way around, up and over and wide and down. And finally, just pat out your trunk. Bring hands into heart center, close the eyes. Inhale, exhale, and notice all that energy coursing through your tree. Wow. And release. Let's come down onto our back. And if you need a little padding for your head, feel free to grab. I was going to do tabletop, but my arm's hurting, so I'm just going to bring us down here. We'll do a little stretch, and then maybe bring our legs up the chair for our Kaddish prayer. So come all the way down. Hands are down to the sides. Trees don't lie down very often, but we are going to lie our tree of life all the way down to the floor. Inhale and bring those feet under the knees. And as you exhale, lift the hips. Draw the shoulders in toward the middle of the mat. Push through the feet up. Lift the hips into the knees. And breathe. Inhale, exhale, slowly drop the hips down. Gather the knees into the chest and rock from side to side. Awesome. Good. Extend the right leg out. Hug the left knee in. Inhale. And as you exhale, draw the right knee in. Extend the left leg out. Inhale. Bring left knee in. Extend the right leg out. And press that heel out. Inhale, draw the right knee in, press the left foot out. Good. And both feet onto the mat. Again, palms down. Inhale, exhale, push the hips up, draw the shoulder blades together, and feel the opening of the heart center. The strength of the legs and the feet connecting with the earth, the balance coming into the hips, humility and endurance. Tree of life. And as you inhale and exhale, slowly lower the hips down. Gather the knees in once again. Massage and rock from side to side. Bring the soles of the feet together, drop them to the mat. Knees are wide, arms are up over the head. Supine Butterfly, you can really even imagine your whole body as a tree of life. From Keter all the way to Shekhinah. The balance of right side, right arm, left arm, Chesed, Gevurah, kindness and strength. Heart center down to Yesod, your grounding. And both legs, humility and to the feet. Complete tree. Excellent. Bring arms down. And if you want to bring your feet up the wall or up the chair, you can if you wish now, but we're going to do a little stretch for our memory today. Today is the birthday of someone who meant a lot to this country, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. I'll bring his name to mind, as well as others who are in our hearts and memories at this moment. My brother Danny Lipko's yard site this week. Debbie Friedman's yard site was last week. I'll bring her. If there's another name you'd like to add for memory, please say that name now in your own space, in your own heart, in your own way. And then inhale and exhale and extend the right foot up, pressing the heel up to the ceiling. The hands clasp under, join together as we rotate the foot to the right and to the left. Hands clasping is actually a mudra that we did, and it represents connection. So let's connect to some of those wonderful memories as we flex. Inhale and point. Let any pain or grief you may be not needing in your body to let go as you exhale. Inhale, flex the foot. As you exhale, release any grief and pain that you might have in the hip as you bring that right ankle onto the left knee. Just lift back, pull back with the left leg. Again, grabbing behind the left thigh in connection and stretching the right hip as you breathe. One more deep breath. And release that foot down. Inhale, exhale, press the left foot into the ceiling, or you can just lie down with your legs up the wall or on the chair. Circle that left foot around to the left and to the right. Inhale, flex, and point. Let everything go. Inhale, flex, and point. Remember all of those who have lost their lives to this plague. And we say Kaddish for them as well. As we inhale, flex the foot and put that left ankle onto the right knee. And then I'm going to pull back on my right leg underneath the knee and gently open up the left hip. And breathe. So much violence, so much loss. Just let it all go. Like a tree, we'll just give our oxygen to the earth. Receiving and giving. Receiving with our inhale, and as we let go, giving back to the earth. Good. Let's drop both knees over to the right and look to the left. Arms can be out in a T. And breathe into heart center. Vimru, amen. And draw the knees over to the left. Look to the right. One more nice deep inhale. Release. And when you're ready, bring your legs down, arms out, palms up. Shavasana. Do a brief Shavasana and with our healing circle. So bring yourself down into your Mishkan, your relaxation place, your cocoon of holiness. Allow your legs and your arms to become heavy. Imagine that your mat is a 10-inch thick, warm blanket of cotton. Imagine that your branches of your tree are calm. There's no wind. It's still. And the sun provides warmth coming into every part of the tree, from roots at the feet and the roots coming up into the knees, thighs and hips. The roots of the tree feeling warm and strong. That warmth coming into the branches, the arms. Very still and warm, with sunlight bringing oxygen and radiance to every leaf and every branch, to every flower and every bird, every fruit, all of the gifts of your tree. Allowing that warmth to come into the trunk of the tree and the heartbeat, feeling the beat of your bark, the bark protecting you from anything that might want to hurt you. You have no fear. Strength, protection, all the way to the top of the head, which feels warm, safe, and covered in shade, protective shade of your leaves and branches and boughs and flowers. Everything is as it should be. As you begin to bring that blessing into the fingers and the toes, becoming aware of the mat beneath you. The sounds around you. Very slowly draw the knees into the chest. Deepen the breath. And roll onto the right side, making a pillow of the arms and a blanket of the legs. And when you feel ready, coming straight into a seated position for our healing circle. And on this holiday of the trees, on this Dr. Martin Luther King federal holiday, We bring healing to those who are in need of healing for whatever reasons, either the pandemic, from violence, from injustice, from hate. There are so many things that we need to call for healing. If you have a friend or a person you'd like to bring to mind for healing, please say their name or put their name in the chat room so we can join our healing prayers together. And then we will collect our healing prayers together. Inhale, bring the branches of your tree out. Exhale that healing out into the world as though your leaves are sending healing oxygen to the world. Inhaling, palms together, branches, leaves together. Exhale, bring fingertips to the third eye and bring that healing right into this space. Inhale one more time, arms open. Exhale, extend your branches and send all that healing out into the world wherever it might be needed. Inhale, palms together. And exhale, fingertips to third eye. Wisdom. May we see with this eye to bring healing into the world. And thank you all for spending this hour of healing, of tree love with me today. I want to wish you a beautiful day filled with oxygen from your leaves and strength from the trunk of your tree and grounding from the roots of your tree. Namaste.